Hey, welcome to Storytime with Will. I'm Will Sarris. Tonight we've got another little critter story. This time it's Grandma, Grandpa, and me. Tonight, I am sleeping over at Grandma and Grandpa's house. They live on a big farm with lots of animals. It is my own special trip, just Grandma, Grandpa, and me. I brought lots of fun toys for Grandma and Grandpa to play with. They have hardly any toys of their own. I wanted them to have the best time ever. That night, I got to sleep in a big bed all by myself. I could stretch out and took up the whole bed. But when it started to thunder and lightning outside, I got a little scared. But Grandma and Grandpa wanted me to sleep with them because they don't like thunderstorms. I made them feel better. "It's just a storm," I said. We woke up really early the next day because Grandma and I had a big plan. We were going to make a pie to enter in a contest at the country fair. We had lots to do to get ready. First, I helped Grandpa milk the cows. I held the bucket steady, but the milk spilled a little. We didn't have to clean it up because it was outside. We asked the cow for a little extra milk. Then I went to the hen house to get some eggs. "Hello, hens," I said. "Cluck, cluck," went the hens. That's how hens say hello. "How many eggs do we need, Grandma?" I asked. "Just a couple," she said. "Do you know what kind of pie we're making?" "No," I said. I was a little distracted. Gathering eggs from the hens was tricky. Next, Grandma and I picked fresh berries for the pie. We were going to make blueberry pie, my favorite. It was hot out in the sun, but I was a good helper. I filled up my whole basket. Well, almost. I had to eat some to make sure they were good enough to put in our pie. Then it was time to make the pie. We washed up and got ready to bake. We made the crust first. Grandma measured the ingredients to put in the bowl. Then I showed Grandma how to stir up all the ingredients with a big spoon. It's all in the elbow. Then I rolled out the dough. It's kind of sticky, so you have to be really careful and use lots of flour on the rolling pin. After that, we poured sugar over the blueberries. The sugar looked like an avalanche of snow, and it made the berries taste even sweeter. In it went. We mixed the blueberries and sugar and poured the mixture into the crust. It looked so yummy already, I couldn't wait to eat it. Then we put it in the oven to bake. Finally, I helped Grandma mix the eggs and milk together to make her special cream topping. It had to be just right. "Please add lots of my secret ingredient," Grandma said. "Where is it?" I asked. Grandma pointed to her heart. She told me that lots of love makes a pie taste really good. I could smell the pie baking, and I told Grandma that our pie already had lots of love in it. Once the pie was done baking and cooling, we cleaned up. I made sure the frosting spoon was extra clean. That is a very important job. At last, it was time to go to the country fair. Hooray! The fair was amazing. There were rides and games and people everywhere. Some people were entering vegetable contests, and some were showing their livestock. We headed straight to the pie judging booth to drop off the pie. I carried it the whole way all by myself, and sometimes I only used one hand. Grandpa and I played ring toss, and I won a prize. I got the ring over the bottle on my first try. "Wow," said the game operator, "you have quite an arm." "It's all in the elbow," I said. We went to the fun house next. "Look, Grandpa," I said as I stood in front of a funny mirror, "I'm taller than you." "You sure are," he said. After that, Grandpa played a game to test his strength. I had to help him a little. My muscles were really big after rolling out the pie dough. Finally, it was time for the pie judging contest. Everyone gathered around the booth. Grandma was nervous, but I wasn't. I knew she had made the best pie because I had helped her put lots of her secret ingredient in it. As the judges tasted all the pies, I tasted them too. All of the pies were delicious, but Grandma's was still my favorite. The vote was unanimous. Can you guess who won? Grandma! She gave me the blue ribbon for being such a good helper. I told Grandma I knew our pie would taste the best because it had the most love in it. She gave me a big hug. I couldn't have done it without you, she said. When we got home, we all flew the kite I had won for winning the ring toss. We had a really fun day, Grandma, Grandpa, and me. I hope you enjoyed that story. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of videos on here, including a whole bunch of little critter stories. And until next time, please stay safe and stay healthy.